Good morning, children. Hope you are hale and hearty. Stay home, stay safe. Today we are to start the chapter Conquering the Everest. This is a narrative that boosts inspiration and tells that willpower and determination can conquer any challenge of life. Let us start the chapter. Conquering Mount Everest. Now you see, first some games are given here. I have marked according to my wish. You can see to it. There are some games and sports which are full of adventure, but everybody's choice is different. So which of these do you think are adventure sports? Circle your choices and give reasons of them. Actually, only circle the choices now, and you can think about the reasons. Children, do you see the picture here? This is Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay climbing the Mount Everest. This is a story where we will find that to whichever place you belong, whatever work you do, if you have a strong willpower and great determination, you can undertake any challenge in life. These two people are famous because they had conquered the Mount Everest, the highest point on earth. Aditya was excited about the research he had done for the homework project. There were a lot of interesting pieces of information he had gathered, and he wanted to quiz his classmates. Actually, Aditya was a small student and he was very excited because he had done a research for homework project and he had collected many important informations and gathered what he wanted. And he wanted now to quiz his classmates. This is very common, no students? We do like this. Tell me, Selvin, who was the first man to be photographed on Everest? Quizzed Aditya next morning. Edmund Hillary, of course, was Selvin's quick response. Oh, you lose a point there. It was Tenzing Norgay. Hillary and Norgay was the only two people at the peak. That means at that time, Hillary and Norgay were the only two people on the top of the world. And Tenzing did not know how to use the camera. So, Hillary took Norgay's picture. So, children, here we find that Aditya asked his friend that who was the first person to be photographed on the toppest position on earth. And as a quick response, Selvin responded and told that it was Edmund Hillary. But then he cleared up that no, it was Tenzing Norgay to be first photographed on the toppest position on earth. And why? Because after they reached the top, Tenzing was not able to use the camera. He did not know how to use the camera, and so Hillary took Norgay's pic first. So they both reached the top, and the first one to be photographed was Tenzing Norgay. On 29th May 1953 at 11:30 am, Tenzing Norgay and Edmund Hillary became the first individuals to scale the Mount Everest. So children, this is a historic date, 29th May 1953 at 11:30, when the toppest position of earth was conquered by human. And who were those two people? Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay. So now we find that Tenzing Norgay and Edmund Hillary, they conquered the highest mountain on the earth. They conquered the highest summit of the highest mountain on earth, that is Mount Everest. Now here let us read more about one half of the famous pair. So Tenzing Norgay and Edmund Hillary together made the pair, and now we are going to study about Tenzing Norgay. So half of this famous pair. Tenzing Norgay was born in 1914 in Tibet. He later moved to Nepal and lived with the Sherpas. The Sherpas who had moved from Tibet to Nepal hundreds of years ago had lived in mountains for many years. Now Tenzing Norgay was born in Tibet, but later on he moved to live with the Sherpas. Now who are the Sherpas? These are the Nepali mountaineers who live in the mountains and are very well habituated in living in the mountains. So, not far from Tenzing's adopted village rises the majestic Everest, the highest peak of the Himalayan range of mountains. It lies on the border between Nepal and Tibet. Mountaineers on climbing expeditions hired the Sherpas to carry supplies to show them the way up the mountains. Owing to their experience of living in high mountains, Sherpas have proved to be excellent guides to mountaineers. Now, first thing it is told here in this paragraph, adopted village. Why adopted village? That means Tenzing was born in Tibet, but he came to reside in Nepal. So, this was an adopted village of Tenzing. And just quite close was the majestic Everest of the Himalayan mountains. So this was in the border of Nepal and Tibet. Mount Everest is in the border of Nepal and Tibet. Many mountaineers came there for their expeditions, and Sherpas helped them to carry the supplies and show the way up the mountains. Okay, so Sherpas were very important. Owing to this experience of living in high mountains, Sherpas were proved to be excellent guides and mountaineers. They knew climbing very well. At the age of 18, Tenzing moved to Darjeeling in what is known as West Bengal now. He hoped to make his fortune carrying loads of supplies for mountaineering expeditions. So, at the age of 18, Tenzing moved to Darjeeling. Do you know where is Darjeeling? It is in West Bengal, isn't it? And he hoped to make a fortune here. That means he hoped to earn some money here. How? By carrying loads of supplies for mountaineering expeditions. 3 years later, he accompanied a survey team on an expedition to Mount Everest as a porter. You know who is a porter, beta? Porter are people who carry your things. Okay, like in Hindi we say coolie. So 3 years later, what happened? He accompanied a survey team on an expedition to Mount Everest as a porter. In the next few years, Tenzing had taken part in more Everest expeditions than any other climber. See, he had a vision, he was experienced in mountaineering, and he had an attitude towards it, a desire towards it. So, he was ready to go on any expedition to Mount Everest, and in a few years, he was on the top of all the other climbers who went to Mount Everest mountaineering expedition. Working with so many different people, Tenzing learned to speak 7 languages. See, he became such experienced in communication. He went with so many different people that he learned so many different languages. Later, he became a Sirdar. You know who is a Sirdar? In Hindi, we say Sardar. Sirdar, Sardar, or an organizer. That means, I said no, porter means coolie. So, the head of the porters were called Sirdar. He continued to guide expeditions to Everest and inspired many mountaineers. During their historic climb of Mount Everest in 1953, Edmund Hillary lost his footing and nearly died. Tenzing did not panic. He held the rope tightly and planted his axe firmly in the ice. Later, he simply said, "Mountain climbers always help each other." So, see, it was lucky that Tenzing Norgay was with Edmund Hillary. Otherwise, he could have lost his life. And because of Tenzing's calmness and simple understanding, Edmund Hillary was saved. For his courage and heroism, and for being one of the first people to scale Mount Everest, Tenzing was awarded the British George Cross and the Star of Nepal. So, as he was very brave, as he had the courage to conquer Everest, he was awarded the British George Cross and the Star of Nepal. Now, here's my next question, said Aditya. Do you know which award has been established in Tenzing Norgay's honor by the government of India? Well, you can tell him the answer. That means, students, you are asked to tell him the answer. Now, here I would like to mention something better. First, Tenzing Norgay was honored Padma Bhushan in 1959. This is the third highest respective award given by the government of India. But this was given to him. The award established on his honor is the award named as Tenzing Norgay National Adventure Award. This is given by Indian government every year to honor the officers and all others who make adventurous records in sports, in land, water and air. Hope you all have understood the chapter. Let us end now. So children, you have understood the chapter, and one thing more, all the green lines I have marked. These are the key lines, the important lines. Go through it, okay, and read well.